still suck like my skin coming beige. Gonna step out and with him, girl, you fake. Try to get it out, what you handsome. You ain't dance on. Tell your boyfriend, go and put your pants on. Down. The best friend. She went and did the same.
First opened back in 1975. There's a look inside the iconic Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the Minnesota Vikings and the New Orleans Saints. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. They run it again with Cook. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. This defense for the Vikings, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always said, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. I haven't seen that.
And this will be caught at the 30. And he'll be brought down at the 27. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield. Back to throw now on first down. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. The Saints at 7-5 now in the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
He'll look to throw. And this is Cook with a grab. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 8 yards there on a first down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
And that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive. And once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
On 2nd down, Cook. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive. But this is 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. A bullet throw, but Incomplete.
They converted twice on third down that drive already, but couldn't make it a third. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on one attempt.
The kick by Bass is good. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. After marching down the field, they get him through there. That feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. They start the drive with Cook. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And this will be a Vikings first down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Incomplete. Zero hesitation that time. He just got it and put it out the right flat. Unfortunately, incomplete.
Well, you know how hard these quarterbacks nowadays work on just getting the ball in their hands and making a quick decision and throwing the football. Didn't work out in this case.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Play action. It's Wilson. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Anytime the ball thrown in the middle of the field is popped up in the air, expect someone to catch them, but it's offense or defense because there's usually a good amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came in with it.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Wilson. He's got the connection to Cooper. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. 4th down, Corliss Waitman now on to punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Taken in at the 22. The 41-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I've not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
Yeah, I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. To the right side, and completes to Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. Took the O, the option, out of the play. And immediately got to the pass.
They go play action here on first down. Pressure coming, coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw.
And he'll let this go deep for Lazard.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up the 1st and goal.
That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way. Just reached up and pulled it in. Had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
They'll run with Cook, and they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Tries the left side and finds Olave. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. So Tyler Bass on now for the field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by Bass is good. And that'll do it for the first quarter play. 6-0 our score after 1. Here's Bass now to send it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this late season game, of course, not lacking for drama when you talk about the AFC playoff picture.
Yeah, in a sense, it's the haves versus the have-nots because this group on offense, there'll be a wild card if the postseason started today, but they know the guys on the other side of the ball are still in that dreaded in-the-hunt category, and they're hungry for a win today.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he goes out right around the 39. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They go play action with Wilson.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
And that is incomplete.
He took a shot there, but boy, was that ill-advised from my viewpoint. Coverage was awfully tight. How did he get away with that one not being picked off?
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Left side, Cook. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 40.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swing up the ball carrier.
And for the racing back on the field. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. So not his arm, but hurting him with his legs. A gain of 19 on the keeper and a first down. Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there, couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line.
He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities. And we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
Dalvin Cook.
That one's a milestone. Touchdown number 150 for his great career.
And the Vikings are an extra point away now from moving out in front.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They're kind of searching for that magic elixir. You know, they're moving the football a little bit, but not with any great consistency.
I love that term you just used, elixir, right?
Old school.
Old school. I love that. Because you don't want to put too much pressure on your defense as well. All right, if you're kicking field goals, that's great. But your defense has to keep going out there and holding the other team. You're not giving them any cushion to work with, and that gets tougher and tougher as the game goes along. Put the ball in the end zone and get 6s. That's the ambrosia that they're looking for.
Ambrosia and trying to erase this deficit. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking off one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season. And add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and they had their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They run the counter with Cook. They find some open field here. Touchdown, Vikings.
So 2 touchdowns for him on the ground in his first half, and that one a thing of beauty.
And just like his last touchdown run, we saw him be patient. How about his vision where he's able to identify where the opening was? And then how about the escort right down the field all the way to the end zone from his blockers?
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offensive coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe something to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On play action, they'll throw. Trying for Kirk, and he's got him on the crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
They hit that crossing route really well. Excellent time. He puts it right on him, and he keeps running.
Yeah, turned it upfield for good yardage. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They'll look to throw here. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Now, I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Give to Cook out of the gun. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
That's a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. He'll get 5 out of the keeper, but now it's 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Let's go. Check pitch.
Running for it. Here's Cook. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
On 2nd down, it's Cook again. Oh, look at the juke.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling him in the huddle right now.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And this is not going to be enough. He was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. Fourth down. Here's Wilson. He's got a man. Complete. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Cook now off the read option.
And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Wilson.
They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted.
William Jackson with a pick. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are, positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
The kick by Bass is good.
And that will do it for this first half. So we hit halftime with our visitors, the Vikings, taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and Orlando Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. Welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half.
And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be license to take some shots downfield.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he's got some space here. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than 1 man to bring him down. Oftentimes your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook.
And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
On the tackle, it was Dane Cruikshank.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll run the option left. And he'll take this one down to the 36. They wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 4th down.
That's not a run that's going to make any highlight attempts. They've been moving the ball all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. 3rd down, Dalvin Cook. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, 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 and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Boswell's kick is good, and that'll push the lead up to 8. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Okay, right? Let's go. Go set.
Back to throw here. That'll be complete to the running back, Nwangu. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Set, ready. Drill, 52. Set, hut.
Up the middle, Nwangu. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Here's 2nd and 8. Going up top. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
But you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the 3rd quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
This is taken at about the 14. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return, and it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kid who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure
he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. And this will be a Vikings first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10.
And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped it. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he'll make it only to the 43, a gain of 2. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up.
And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Cook following the penalty. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first. They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson eluding the pressure right. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
Partner just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 48-yard line.
Second down, they go right back to Cook.
And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Play number 9 on the drive coming up. And they need 9 yards on 3rd down. Play action. Now Wilson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. The Vikings send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. And well done here. That one will kick out of bounds at about the 8-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the 4th quarter of play.
Ready.
They run again on first down. Cook. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And this will wind up as Saints first down as good running gets them to about the 44.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Again, it's Cook. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory.
66 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Up the middle, it's Cook. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
And this offense on 3rd down today, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? Lava's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack.
Well, it looked like they were trying to get him outside there, but this defense had different plans.
Yeah, they really had an outside-in kind of a pass rush. It's almost like when you're covering a punt. You can't let him get to the outside and get to the sideline. You force him to stay in the middle of the field, and they did exactly that and made the play.
And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. 3rd and 7 now. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL. Being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And able to find Kirk complete. Touchdown, New Orleans. Christian Kirk, his 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Saints have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. So part 1 of what they needed is done. They get in the end zone. Now you have to imagine we'll see a try for 2.
And that's what the book says, but defensively, they can't hang their head right here. They still got a chance to come out with the lead if they make a play.
He will get into the end zone for 2. And this game now tied here in the 4th. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. Cook up the gut.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's 2nd down.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. There's Wilson. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
When you play a quarterback with some experience and some boxing, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Being chased out left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Going quickly out to the right side. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 21 yards there. Big play on 4th down.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
But not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
130 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long.
I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run on 2nd and long, but it worked out for him.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Boswell's kick is good. And with that, they take the lead here 20-17. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Kene Nwangwu, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Saints use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th. That's been good.
This a 4-point game.
After the touchdown pass to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback. And they'll begin at the 25.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Here's Wilson. He's going to let it fly. On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
80 yards for him on the ground now on that, his 20th carry of the ball game. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Now Cook running right. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter. Do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
Looking to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Well, this offense trying to change the script here a little bit, CD. Trailing on the scoreboard, and the last time out on the very first play of the drive, they threw that interception.
And you definitely saw his coaches, teammates come over to him on the sideline, trying to help him shake it off because in this game, his team is down right now. So it's important to make sure you get some confidence back for both the quarterback and the entire offense. Otherwise, those mistakes could continue to pile up.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now another timeout called for by the offense. Now leaving with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Throwing now is Wilson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack, now they force the incompletion. And
this is where they have to be careful because they've got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something that can be used against them.
Wilson to throw.
On a huge mistake late, it's intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. Well, you knew you had to take take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
They run it again with Cook. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
That was an excellent comfort behind victory, Charles, especially there in the fourth quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one. And in the end, how about that come from behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So for the Saints, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-5.
And they will hit the road next week to take on the Washington Commanders.
Meanwhile, for the Vikings, they can ill afford to drop too many more as they fall to 7-6 on the year. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions.
Your goons, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in the game. Put me in the game. Yeah, put me in the game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. Hey, coach, put me in the game. They put me in, so I'm going in. You play for fun, I'm playing to win. Back on the wall, I'm ready for war. If I beat them before, I could beat them again. They thought I was done, I went on a run and beat all the odds and got even again. Watch what you say, I'm not one of them. When I jump in my bag, I could jump out the gym. Take a look at my legacy, I gotta let them see I'm out here winning, cause I'm on a mission. Put me in the game, cause the way I'm feeling, I honestly do not see no competition. I gotta get it, so it ain't no quitting. We jumped off the benches and jumped in the trenches. No one is better than all of us, and that's why all of us been winning from the beginning. It's more than a kid, don't play with my name. You come with your goons, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in the game. Put me in the game. Yeah, put me in the game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. Hey, coach, put me in the game. More than a game, don't play with my name. You come with your goons, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in the game. Put me in the game. Yeah, put me in the game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. Hey, coach, put me in the game.
Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's so many given Sunday magic. Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown. snapping. In the field with the place, John Madden.